everybody doing? I feel like shit. No, actually, I feel good, but I feel very tired. Like I can go back to bed as soon as I finish this morning chat. Type of sleepy. I don't know what that's from or why, but I am tired. Anyway, let's get into this morning chat so I can get it over with. I love y'all. Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? I just turned on for you. How you doing? How you doing? I just turned on for you. Good morning. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. Uh, I don't even know what that song is. I need to get my headphones so I can hear what it's doing. Because I don't know what that is. Yeah, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yay! Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? Good morning. 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 Oh, don't mind all that noise in the background. That's just the landscaping of the apartment I live in, and they're just mowing the lawn. They got to do it. It's been really rainy this week for Atlanta, so it's been really rainy. So you know what that means. Anyone who has a yard who has homeowner problems, they know rainy. This just them rainy days. It's never away. I can't. I know the. I know the lyrics. I know the lyrics. Tag it. Um, but you know when it rains, that means grass grows very fast, and you know we can't have no knee length grass around here, child. Not since they gentrified Kirkwood, gentrified. Anyway, child, I hope y'all had a wonderful day. I mean, night, sleep, and rest. Um, y'all, I'm tired. I got up, like, I opened my eyes like at 6 in the morning. I talked with God, like, hey, what we doing today? Excuse me. What's the plan? What's the plan? And immediately I was woken up with concerned about my health. And I'm like, why am I worried about this? And worrying about it isn't helping my health, right? So get your butt up out of bed, get yourself out there and walking. So I walked, and I actually did it within the 7 o'clock hour. I was doing, I'm proud of myself. But I was ball humbug. As soon as I stepped out there, I was like, I don't want to do this as I have recently been doing. I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Plus, I'd already taken off 2 days in a row, I believe Tuesday and Wednesday. So I was not going to not get it in today. Okay, so I did my walking with walking. I keep saying walking with water, walking and water, or drinking water. I don't know, whatever. I be taking my pink bottle. I know anybody who watches my content know this pink bottle, and I know those of you who be drinking gallons of water. It's like, what is that? Um, Mind your business. Okay, a chick got to start somewhere. Okay, and I'll be honest with you. I don't hate drinking water. I really don't. Um, but I don't really like drinking. Period. If I didn't have to drink something to help swallow stuff down, if that's all I needed, I don't even like, even when, like, you get a meal at McDonald's or Wendy's, or you go through the quick drive through, you get a meal and it comes with a drink. I never finish the drink. So it's not nothing against water. Water is, I love water actually. I really do. A good cold bottle of water on a hot summer's day, or just when I'm thirsty, the best thirst quencher is water. Anything else is just going to make me more thirsty. Even soda. But that bubbling water from the soda, it's just I don't know. It's a party in my mouth. So, but I don't really drink. I don't. I don't. I realized that the other day when I did go and get like a quick meal from, and I got a combo from I don't know if it was McDonald's or Wendy's. It was a fast food joint. It was. Now I talked about it a little bit on walking in water. So I have, if I need, I do need to start matching my workouts with my food. It's just haven't gotten to that part yet. But I had McDonald's and I got like a quarter pounder meal, and I got a large soda, Coca Cola. I did not get water. Shut your mouth, okay? I didn't even finish that. I didn't even finish the water. Hey, what's up, Cosmic? What's up, baby? I didn't even finish that. So I just don't like drinking personally. You know. Now it's like, but you be drinking, and I know my friend right here gonna say the way you be drinking though. No, no, I really don't. I do it because I need something to swallow, help me swallow some of the drier elements that I eat, like biscuits. Not, I haven't had biscuits since Monday. I had a chicken biscuit, and Lord knows I needed that coffee. I drink coffee in the morning. I drink water. I said just drink it. Okay, I don't like drinking, but I do it because I know I should drink my water. Okay, so I keep my water, I keep my bottles full, and I keep it by my bed because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm thirsty, and I don't feel like getting all. It's not like it's a long trip to my kitchen, but either way, I'm still tired. Okay, what's doodle juice? Coffee? Oh, that is true for y'all non-coffee drinkers. Us regular coffee drinkers, well, sometimes it does. I'm like, if I'm constipated, a good cup of coffee will loosen the block. Cheers and cheers. Um, it's also a diuretic, so kind of helps me urinate. But I don't. Water, water is the best thing. But anyway, let's get out of that and let's talk about the morning announcements. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. As you can see, I'm literally like this. You would think I went to sleep at 6 o'clock this morning. Like didn't go to sleep last night. Maybe I slept really good and I was snoring and I never really got into REM. I don't know. I don't know why I was tired. I did just take an iron pill after eating my yogurt parfait. Oh. I cannot tell you. I can sit right here and just like y'all talk to me about something. I am tired. I am tired, and I didn't do nothing but drive DoorDash. I came home. It was a really good night. We had a $4 peak pay last night. Child, it was a beautiful situation. Between I think between 5:30 and 8:30. $4 peak pay. No, it was between 5:30 and 7:30. $4 peak pay, and then a $2 at to 9 o'clock. You think I didn't go and scoop up that money? Okay. Huh. I don't think I got a single digit order yesterday at all. Well, I did, but they ended up stacking it, so it ended up being more than a single digit. You know what I mean? One digit before after the decimal. You know what I mean? And even then, it was like six, seven, $8, and it was like around the corner. Okay, so let's get into the morning announcements. Yay! The crowd goes wild. Okay, bedtime stories with the bedtime cocktail. Okay, the bedtime stories with the bedtime cocktail is a book review reviewing A Savage and His Lady. Found five. I'm reviewing chapters 21 and 22. It is available right now on According to a Car Big Time Story. Not this one, but the other. Okay, so go check it out, child. Oh, Lord. Pirate and went on. She then came down here from Nashville to Atlanta looking for her baby. You want to get into it, okay? And she didn't tell De Niro that she was leaving. Oh, let me tell you. When he finds out that she's gone, you think he ain't going to be there? He's going to know that she left. He's going to know. You can't just go from Nashville to Atlanta, go pick up. It's not like she's going there to pick up the baby. She's going to be confronted by Nitro and Gabby. But anyway, if you want to know what I'm talking about, either get the book or go to According to a Car, Bedtime Stories, and follow from the beginning of the book. Okay, I'm already on 21, 22. I finished that. The next one will be 23 and 24. And then I got 4 more chapters to the end. Get it in. Okay, child. This Savage and the Tiara Hoax, it had its twists and turns from the very first chapter of this book, child. And it is almost, if I didn't have other things to do, I'd have been through this book. Okay. But I'm reading these chapters as when I do the video, I don't read the book to you, but I'm reading the book right before I do the video. Okay. I'm not just reading, I'd have been through this book, but I need to remember what that chapter was talking about so that I can give you, the commentary of it. Okay, that's the way I started this book review, and that's the way I'm going to continue doing my book reviews. Okay, I'm not. hmm But anyway, so that is available now. Also, morning announcement. Brum, 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 change of schedule coming very, very soon. Okay, I'm going to take a break. Um, all right, thank you for showing up. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. Um, change of schedule due to new things that's coming up. So I can't do morning. As you notice, I haven't been doing morning chat every day. Um, I will be reducing that down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. As of this week, that's basically when I did it. Okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays at about 9:30, between 9:30 and 11:30. It's like it could be any of those times. I think I want to do it at 11:30 a.m. It's going to be a late morning show because schedules has changed. So we're going to do that. The single and satisfied, when I do have it, is one or two things. I'm not sure where I'm going to be with the single and satisfied. This week is not going to be a single and satisfied because it's Father's Day. I may still show up and do it, but it's not like I'm gonna have anybody on. And I'm not gonna really advertise it unless I may tell my friends and stuff, my single men or whatever. But I expect that you all will be spending time with your fathers, okay? And if you have your fathers around, um, if you are a father, you should be pampered on Sunday. Okay. I may change it and do it on Monday as a Juneteenth thing, but I still kind of think that most of y'all are going to probably chill out on the 19th. You might still celebrate and just take the Tuesday off. But remembering that this weekend is Juneteenth weekend, celebrate the freeing of the slaves by Lincoln by for federal reasons, for governmental strategy reasons, not because he really thought that we deserved to be free, but it's Juneteenth. not June 19th, because, and it's based off the Texas being not knowing until June, the slaves not knowing. Some of them didn't know for a while after that as well. But then let's go on. We'll talk about it on Monday. Um, I will not be doing single satisfied until if I do it on a Sunday, it will be in the afternoon, like earlier than 7:30, because I'm going to be busy, later on that evening, and I can't afford to, go off on a tangent. I may have to change single and satisfied to like a Friday or Saturday afternoon. Okay. Okay. And again, like morning chat's only going to be 2 times a week. I'm gonna think of it. Is there anything walking and water? It will not be on. I won't be doing it, or at least I won't be videoing. I won't be going live for walking in water Saturday. No, no, no. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I won't go live. Okay. Now I may go. I will do lives on my on uh, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll go live on Instagram to do walking in water. So that's all that I have for morning announcements. Is there anything else? Anything else? Oh, and I am taking. I'm not. I'm not going. I'm not. I'm not. I just thought about it. I'm not. I'm not. I won't be doing walking in water live tomorrow. No, I won't speak on that. I won't say that. I may do it, but as far as actually, yeah, no, no. Just look out for reel or video for me if I'm going to go live on Sunday. I'm gonna go as the Lord leads, but right now I don't plan on doing a single and satisfied. I might pop up with a little something in my hand, something to, or I just might pop up and say, "What's up? How y'all doing, pops, fathers, brothers with children?" Just to honor our fathers. Um, I don't plan on doing anything with my father except for calling him and wishing him a happy. I might not even call him. I might just text him. To be honest with you, I don't know. Um, I do have a living father. My dad has passed on to the ancestral plane. And that's the one that I probably would have done something major for. Um, I mean, I love my father because if it wasn't for him, I would not be here. Okay. And he has been a ghost supporter of me. Sometimes it's like I don't be knowing he be watching, or I don't be knowing that he knows what's going on with me, but he be knowing, and somehow in the back scenes, I just know that he's doing things in secret. That's my dad. That's my father. And I love him, and I think he's the bee's knees. I do. I think he's the bee's knees. He really are. I know this is not going to sound right, but my first love was my father. Okay. My father was my first love. I thought he was the best looking man. I loved his laugh. I loved his talk. I loved to hear him sing. You know, I I still think he's the best. Okay. And he might not come through when you want him, but boy, he be coming through right on time. Okay. Right on time. So, and that's what dads are. They might be hard on you. They made, dads are great. I had two. I dads are great. And I really think we should celebrate our fathers way, well, not way more than the moms, but just as much as the moms. Y'all need to take them out. And dads, start requesting stuff. What do you want for Father's Day? Tell your kids what you want. If you want to be left alone and that's what you want for Father's Day, then say that. If you want a beer and a game, say that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to Cancun, say that. Okay. If you want a big marching band, say something. Say something. Start requesting stuff. Because I think we don't be doing for y'all dads, because y'all don't be asking for nothing. Y'all be acting strong too. Okay? Y'all be acting strong, and it's like y'all be wanting, but y'all want the fanfare of moms. Moms look, a month before Mother's Day, I told my son what I wanted. I didn't get it. I didn't get it because circumstances didn't allow. But I started putting in my bid well before Mother's Day. But y'all dads don't be doing that. Y'all be like, whatever. Especially my dad. My dad would be like, I can dig it. I can dig it. He was always cool. Never wanted, oh, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing. We want to celebrate you, Dad. You are great. Okay. And it's so hard to do for our fathers because they always play that, well, I don't want nothing. Some of y'all fathers know how to do Father's Day. I want this, I want that. you know, Thank you for the dads that give us something to celebrate. Let us celebrate. Stop being humble, yo. I mean, on this is the time for you not to be humble. You know what I'm saying? So, at any rate, moving on. Let's go on to the DoorDash Chronicles. Dun, dun. The DoorDash. I all of a sudden got a whole bunch of energy. Am I truly an actor? Am I truly an actress? Okay, because all of a sudden, once I came on and someone came in and showed their love, I'm like, oh, I'm turned to. Oh no, it's the coffee. That coffee hit, and I did not have my coffee this morning. Boom, boom. This is my first cup of coffee and last cup of coffee. Coffee. I'm not from Boston. Anyway, moving on. So this one is the long trip delivery. So on Friday last week, which was a great day to DoorDash. I mean, okay, I've been doing my numbers and stuff. I've been studying some of my numerology, and child, I found out that I'm a five. Not my life path. My life path is seven, but my birth date is five, and my birth number is five, and my soul urge is five. So my best days is Wednesday and Friday of the week, especially when it's a five, the fifth, or the fifth lands on either the Wednesday or Friday, right? So this was a good day. Okay. I was out there. I'm feeling good. It's a good day because I felt great. I was ready for the world. Okay. Oh, Sheila. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, Sheila. Okay. Anyway, only us 70s babies. Okay. And maybe a little bit of y'all 80s babies might remember. Oh, Sheila. That's why I said ready for the world. I'm telling you, it's going to be something like this. Me just going into a song or something is going to be my thing. I promise you, that's my thing. I will go into a song or anything. But moving on, DoorDash. So I have picked up from Jinye Ramen. I got an order. I'm feeling good. I'm already picked up a couple of orders, and then I'm like, okay. I think I had just prayed, Lord, you can give me, I can do a good catering if you want. If you want to fill my truck up, I'm all right with that. I like to get like a $70 tip, okay? Because that has happened. I picked up for a luncheon or whatever, and I dropped off, and it was a $6 order because it was literally around the corner, and I got tipped like $60. Hello? 60, 50, something like that. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All I can say is I said hallelujah when I saw the tip. Okay. But moving on. So I picked up from there and I'm like, I saw the order and it was like 39, 37 something dollars. And I'm like, to go 18 miles. I quickly did the calculation. That was definitely $2 a mile. It was probably like $2.10 a mile because it was like $39. It was 39. That's what it was. It was 39 and some change. So it was probably a little bit over $2 a mile. I'm like, I'll take it. Okay. Now, usually I mean, sometimes, especially if it's a Petco, if it's Petco and you get a large order, I mean, a large amount, like $75, trust and believe you'll be driving all around your city for about 3 hours. Okay. But this wasn't Petco. This is Janae Ramen. Okay. And so I'm like, I'll take it. I said, oh, 18 miles? Okay. That's a long, and it was only one customer. One customer. So I'm looking, okay, this must gonna be a large order. Maybe they're having a luncheon or they're having something where they have no, it couldn't have been lunch because it was the evening, my evening thing shift that I do. I don't have no one gives me a shift. I call it my shift. I give it to me. It's my shift. I do it when I felt like it. And so I'm like, I'll take it. Okay. And I got that order and it was already ready. It was fairly large, but it wasn't multi a whole bunch of people large. Okay. Side note. So when did ramen noodles become a thing? Like we have whole restaurant cooking top ramen. Anyway, you mean those little 10-cent packs back in the day? They were like 10 cents, 5 cents a pack. And we were told it's the bad for us because of the little salt packet. It wasn't the noodles that was bad, it was the salt packet. I mean, the flavor packet was very high in sodium. But that's the whole thing now. I have ramen places. I pick up from ramen, top ramen. I could do this. Like, who pays someone to do top ramen? But hey, I ain't hating up. Look, I ain't hating the game. I ain't hating it. If ramen has taken a turn, amen. Thank you, Jesus. And maybe I have to taste one. I have to go to a ramen store, I mean restaurant, and have me some top ramen. I mean, let me have it the way they do it. I heard it's totally different from what we grew up with. But anyway, moving on. So I drove all the way down to Cascade from up here, East Atlanta. That was the 18 miles. Like I had to get on the highway, went there, past the airport, um, to Cascade Road or somewhere over in Cascade. And was it Cascade? It was Cascade. And anyone in the Atlanta metropolitan area knows that Cascade or Cascade Heights is the black upper class. Okay, the upper class of black people in the Atlanta metropolitan area. That's where the the snooty patootie black people live. Not all of them. Okay, and I went over there. I'm like, oh okay. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, Cascade Road, okay. So this must be a sister, brother that just had a hankering for some ramen, because you know over there they don't have a ramen house over there. Most of the ramen spots that I have seen has been on the east side or in Midtown. Let me, yeah, either over where I stay over here in East Atlanta or in Midtown. I don't know. I haven't lived within Cascade area, but from what I saw, they don't have none of that over there. Okay. So they ordered all the way from up there, and Janae is a fancy noodle spot. Okay, right there off of North Highland and North Highland. It's off of North Highland, right there, and Blue Ridge Road, Street, Court. I don't know. Anyway, and the best way to really describe the closest intersection would be Ponce de Leon. I like saying that name, Ponce de Leon, and North Highland. It's close there. Right where that little theater and the Jenny's ice cream. Anyway, so right there. So I picked up from there and I'm like, I'm happy. I was like, well, let's see where this is going. So when I arrived and I realized where I was going and I see where I'm going, I'm thinking, oh, okay. So black people is doing this fancy top ramen. Go and it says hand it to him. So I'm definitely thinking that this might have been at first the instructions to hand it to him. So I went, knocked on the door. It was a house. So I was like, well, I was wrong about that. It wasn't a hotel. It wasn't like a meeting place. It was a person's house. Okay. The second thing I was wrong about is that this was a black family. The whitest man answered the door. Hey, and so happy, so nice. White people are the best. I haven't had a rude white person that I delivered to. They all are very, oh, I thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you are the best. It be your own people. You're like, thank you. I said do this. God, I'm just trying to make sure I do stuff right. But not always. It's very rare. I have not had a really too many bad experiences as far as attitude of the person I'm delivering to. Okay. Most of them are very nice, very greeting. But I did that, child, and got that $49. I mean that $39. They didn't need to tip me anymore. They gave me a great tip. I think that the base fee was probably like $15. I don't remember how much the base fee was, but I know the tip was pretty decent. And it was worth the drive. Sometimes those long ones are, and it was nice, and it was in the day. I could find the place. The people were nice, and it was a nice little tip. So yes, sometimes. But that's the first time that I've had to drive that far, like 18 miles with DoorDash. Eight, 1 8, and it wasn't a Petco where I'm stopping every so and so miles, dropping off pet food and pet supplies and stuff to someone's door. Like 39, one spot that I'm delivering to, not a double. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. It was a nice little ride. I got to listen to my old school because I've been back into my old school bag. I'm listening to Heavy D and the Boys and Big Daddy Kane and Kumo D and Self Destruction, KRS One and those type of people. I'm all in my. I am I am in the old school, child, loving it. So moving on. So that is the morning chat. I mean the DoorDash Chronicles. Yeah, sometimes it's just it made it worth it. It made it worth it. I tell you, go out there with a good attitude, child, and you will be amazed on what comes your way. Now, moving on to the short chat, let's talk about Janelle Jackson and her survival boot camp now. So you survived one narcissistic food that you didn't, and now you got a whole boot camp to help out people. Like I don't think you was fully recovered from what happened to you for the years that you was with Derek, Janaea. Oh, now you running a boot camp for survivors of infidelity. Girl, go sit down and complete your healing. Go sit down and complete your healing. Now, I don't know if I ever said anything regarding how I felt. I mean, like I talked about Dania Jackson, and I know I was happy. She looked good, and everything. But I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I'm very much in astrology now, into numerology, and a lot of metaphysical stuff. Okay, the spiritual. Okay, I'm still a Christian. I love the Lord. Okay, but I'd be liking to know a lot of other things. This woman, they claim she's born on the 21st of January, December. I would say that that's a Capricorn, but everybody else say she's everywhere else I look up, they say Sagittarius. Okay, and I would say this is the most Sagittarius Capricorn thing I've ever heard. You turned your pain into, or trying to turn your pain into money. I ain't hating on that. Okay, but there's a part of me that feels like, and I've always felt, even when I saw the interview, that one, she wasn't completely healed because she was throwing a lot of shade. And a person that's healed doesn't need to throw shade. They just need to shine. They'll just shine. Okay. Number two, um, I wondered, conspiracy theory alert, that this might have been done by design. Okay. Because if you listen to her interviews that she had with on My Future um, Wifey podcast, there's a lot of stuff she said she'd known from the beginning that he had all these different women. She said that she ran his whole. She was doing the business side uh of his podcasting now. Okay, of her husband's, mind you. I haven't. Everybody calling him her ex husband, but I ain't heard that there was a divorce decree submitted. Just that divorce was filed. That doesn't make her them divorced. They, as of that interview, they were still married. Okay, they're just separated. They haven't gotten a divorce decree. I don't even know if they even went to court. And notice I don't see nobody asking, well, how much you gonna get out of this marriage? Oh, she got this amount of money out of the marriage. I'm just interested because usually when someone is getting married, whether they're a big celebrity or a small celebrity, someone with as much information, you know what I'm saying? That people be knowing about this whole thing. People know Derek Jackson. There were women that was really relying on, and I was one of them, for his man's point of view about relationships. So you gonna tell me no one's talking about, oh, how much Danae Jackson got out of her divorce? I'm gonna tell you why, because she ain't divorced yet from Derek. They're just separated. They still can end up back together again. Okay. But if she's truly a Sagittarius and she's on the cusp of Capricorn, and then some people believe in the cusp, some people don't. I believe you is this or you ain't this. Is you one or the other? You not a Capricorn Sagittarius. You're not the Sagicorn. You're not a Sagicorn. Okay. You're not a Capritarius either. You are either a Capricorn or you are a Sagittarius. One of the two. Okay. Now I can say that if you're in the same month, you might show some certain characteristics. Plus, I notice that numerology kind of gives it a little more preciseness when you go through. Anyway, but if she did this, I feel like she knew the whole time and she was just baiting her time to make him look like a whole fool. Okay, kind of like Tina Turner did with Ike. And y'all don't like it. And I know there's people who love Tina, and I know she just passed. But Tina Turner baited her She put herself in that whole situation. Okay. Ike didn't seek her out. She basically stuck around and she actually took advantage of Ike at first. Just saying. Read the books. Ike only saw her as a friend, a buddy, a pal. Okay. And then she seduced him when he was drunk and then ended up pregnant. Surprise. Okay. So I have a little less respect for Tina. I still give her respect for being able to bounce back from a traumatic situation that she put herself into, just like I feel with Danae. But some part of me feel like I dealt with your shit. I'm gonna make you look like a whole fool now. Okay, so you telling me she couldn't dress the way she dressing, nigga, and taking care of herself like she's taking care of herself, nigga. You gonna tell me you was in what's it? She said it was 90 square feet, 500 square feet of a mansion out here in a fancy area. And I'm assuming it was probably Buckhead or whatever. And you gonna tell me she was the bonnet of hell? I mean, the helmet of salvation wearing ass. Now, even though that was explained, so miss me. So I think he was just dating her time. He's always been the way he's been. Okay, we're just finding out that Derek is this way. That woman knew the whole time he was the way. I just feel like she ain't telling the fullness of it, and Derek is like, you know what? I'm gonna let you shine, boo. Get your shine. I got mine. I got my followers. Okay, I'm with my little Instagram hoe. I'm happy. Go ahead and get your shine. You deserve it. And everybody called him a narcissist, but surprisingly, I haven't heard him respond to her interview. A narcissist would have to have something to say, right? I'm just saying, something don't seem right in the whole buttermilk here. I feel like this might have been done by design. And now she's coming out with her boot camp. Is Derek Jackson in the background? I'm just saying, is Derek in the background doing the paperwork now, getting her sponsors? I'm just saying, it just seems way too orchestrated for her to already be out here talking about a boot camp. Girl, sit down. You can't tell me nothing because Heifer, you should have seen that coming. And though I know we had discussed it on Single and Satisfied when we had the illustrious Shantae Dabney, okay, on there, but I'm gonna say how I feel because right now it's just me. I conceded to the therapist who is a licensed therapist who went to school for this thing. So I will say I'm gonna stand down and let her say her point because I'm just me. I'm just the auntie. Okay, I just got regular. This is how I feel, and I feel like you knew you was a fat, zit covered face woman. Not to say you were ugly, but why would somebody that looked so good and popular want to do with you? Okay, I mean it would have tipped me off. I would have been like, wait a minute, you too fine. What do you want with me? Okay, I would at least been questioning, And if I'd have seen his mom and his mom looked like me, and it's like, oh, okay, I would have still just would have questioned a little bit. Like you is too, you got your pick of women and you chose me, a man that chooses a woman that is not on his same level, or woman, either one, man or woman, ain't trying to really, they're picking you because you're gonna go above and beyond for them because you're gonna believe that you're lucky to be with them. Okay, you was a victim by design. Okay, and you never questioned it. And the sad part is none of your friends questioned you. It's like, I mean, you are a beautiful woman, Danae. You are, but you and him are not on the same level. Why? What does he want with you? Why all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang? I'm just saying. Now, being that she was as young as she was young, I will give her a pass because she was young. I just thought about it, husband, when she was young. And if it was me at that age, I probably been just like, I'm just lucky to have a fine brother to like me. And he married me. And he married me. But if I knew he had all these women, though, I still would have been questioning, like, we were friends. I know about all these women. Ooh, dang it. The Holy Spirit just hit me with it. It's like, that sounds a whole lot like Tina, right? So it sounds to me she might have just stuck it out because she wanted him. And she was going to get whatever little piece of him until she worked her way in till he married her. And that's what she did. She waited out. It said she became his best friend. I'm telling you, there was some foul shit that she did, but it ain't being told. He is being plotted as the villain, which he ain't the best. I'm not saying he's not the villain, but she ain't the complete victim. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But girl, turn your pain into money. Okay. I mean, like, go for it, but I'm side eyeing. Now, second short chat I want to talk about is Trump's indictment and the fact that D.L. Hughley needs to read a book. He needs to read and I love you, and I'm pretty sure you're very intelligent. But and I'm getting, mind you, I'm getting this. I don't watch DL Hughley. Matter of fact, I used to follow him on Instagram, and I probably still do on my other channel, on my other page, Instagram page. But I stopped watching him because it's just like he just got on my nerves with the pontificating and the always, oh, this. I mean, it just got on my nerves. It's like, is there anything good happening? Is there anything good, goddamn? You know, damn, he's always fussing about something. Like shit. Okay. But he was talking about, oh, so a man who commits a felony or whatever can be president, but there's people that can't vote. He was indicted. Let's explain. Let us do some research on what the word indictment is. Okay. Now, mind you, I know what it is because I'm a paralegal. Okay, I'm not working as a paralegal, but I'm a paralegal. Indictment. I don't want you to just trust me. I'm looking it up. Indictment meaning. Okay, it means that this is what indictment means. Indictment. INDICTMENT. Indictment is the definition of the North American and definition, the first one that comes up when I Google the meaning is the formal charge or accusation of a serious crime. This is not, and I repeat, it is not a conviction. Okay? Again, it is not. It is not a conviction. This is what he's being charged with. Okay? He's been charged with it. They now have to go through court hearing and court proceedings to determine if those accusations and or charges are actually true. All right? And then once they go through the whole arguments in court, the judge and or jury will come to a decision. Then he will be convicted or not convicted. And then he has to be sentenced or not sentenced. Okay? So, Dale Hughley, read. Just look up the word before you go off on a tangent. That's all I say. You know, he was so quick to say something, but those felons that can't vote, they have been convicted. They are actual felons right now. Now, I'm not taking the side of Trump, but I'm really loving up on my brother, D. Hell Hughley, my black brother. Like before you sound a little ignorant if you don't know what it is. But in his defense, most of us are ignorant. Most people who listen to people or watch TV, whatever, don't really understand what is being said. Okay, an indictment that is not a conviction. Okay, you still got ways to go for that. Okay, it's the same thing with he's two-time impeached. That just means he went through court hearings. He was accused of something. They went through court hearings. That's what it is when you're a president. If you break the rules or laws or whatever, or is believed to, or accused of breaking the law or committing a crime, while is as a president, the Senate and the can or someone in government. Now, I'm that part I'm a little shaky on, but someone has to charge him with it first. Then they have to go through proceedings. Impeachment is the proceedings they go through. Doesn't mean that he was found guilty of these things, and it doesn't mean that he has to step down. So before you you make comment on something, do the research, know what you're talking about, or label it as, and which he could have, because I'm only going by what I saw on Comedy Hype. Okay. But I want you to know that this is just my opinion. That's why it's called according to Akara. Just according to me. This is not something I've researched, and if I have, I'll tell you where I got it. Got the information from. I Googled indictment and it told me what it is. But some people will be all in their feelings and quick to say something, Tasha K, D.L. Hughley, and you ain't doing the homework. They're not journalists. D.L. Hughley is a comedian. Tasha K is a content creator. Just to people who know the difference, or the people that just don't accept what people say, like myself, because I'm a truth seeker, is going to stop and say, well, something don't sound right. Okay, I want to know something's not there, and I'm very intuitive, so something's not right. So, bruh, I think you spoke on it a little bit too soon without getting the information of what it is. Okay, all right. Now let's get into the 15 minutes of funk. There ain't no junk, and I'm gonna do this in 5 minutes. I want to talk about the main topic today is it misinformation management or a violation of freedom of speech? A lot of times, especially on social media, uh, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, uh, Twitter, not so much as I've heard. I'm not heavy on Twitter personally. Facebook and places like that. If you speak on a topic that you're not an expert in, or the people don't believe you're an expert in, like the ether, I still won't say it um, because of the management of misinformation. Okay. I've had some videos that come down that be taken down, or on YouTube and on Instagram or Facebook or whatever I put it, where it says that it's something about misinformation because I said something about the bid or the shot or the flu or something like that. And they marked it as misinformation. Well, bitch, I'm telling you, this is according to a car, and I'm auntie. I tell you, I'm not a fucking doctor. Okay, you know I'm not. I'm not coming on here like I'm not dressed as a doctor. Okay, I'm not even a journalist, even though I did take classes in journalism. But I'm not a journalist. I'm telling you what I feel about it. Now, if your dumb ass, and I said it, look, I'm looking you right in your face. I'm looking you in your face. If you're stupid enough to believe just what I said, Now you can consider it, but and you go hard and believe what I said, and I ain't show you no proof. I'm just telling you what I feel. And you stupid enough to believe that dumb shit? If it don't sound right, then is it really my fault? Because you're giving misinformation. Or I'm giving you stuff that I researched. For though there's some people on here, they really go in on this and they have points on it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they're gonna mess with the wrong one, and they meaning social media, whichever platform, and somebody's gonna come back with a violation of freedom of speech. Because I can say what the hell I want to according to the freedom of speech. Okay, if I believe that something isn't really the this or that, who are you to tell me I'm giving misinformation? Albert Einstein was probably would be considered someone who is giving misinformation, but now we follow his equations for a lot of things. Isaac Newton was considered crazy. Jesus was considered crazy or of the devil and spreading misinformation. Okay, let's be 100. And y'all don't want to see yourself as being the Sadducees and Pharisees of the Bible who were saying that basically Jesus was spreading misinformation. But y'all believe on him. You don't even know how sheepish you are and how they're controlling you. Not everybody's controlling you for money purposes. Some of them are just controlling because they want the power, just to see you dance. Puppeteers don't be always puppeteering for money. They be just puppeteering because this is the only thing they can control in their lives. Some people just like control. Narcissists don't do it for money. They do it for the desire to control somebody. Some people just like playing fucking games, like having someone to do what they want them to do when they want them to do it. Okay? Everything ain't about money. And just because everything is about money for you doesn't mean it's for money for everybody. There is a narrative here, so you can't speak about certain things. Next time I get struck for saying something, I might bring a case. You are violating my freedom of speech. I know this is your platform, but I have a United States right, according to our Constitution, to be able to say whatever I want to, even if it's opposing what government wants to, what government said. Period. For this misinformation, then don't listen to it. Then don't listen to it. If you think this person is crazy, then don't listen to it. Duh. But when did we have to monitor people from saying what they're saying? They're not going out saying kill Whitey. And even then they can say it. Just don't do it. At any rate, I told you five. Oh, I don't even think I did 5 minutes. Okay. Well, actually, I did because it was 5:30. 53 minutes in before when I said what I said. But yeah, so I don't mean like who are you to tell me I'm giving misinformation? You don't know. You don't know. But also, people have a brain. Use it. You got one. Don't just believe everything the government tell you. Everything that someone on. Just think. Just fucking think. I'm gonna give you an example of how you, as a people, don't be thinking. Okay, when the jab first came out, and I'll probably be blocked. I don't know, but the jab. I'm not saying the jab. Okay, first came out. People said, "Oh, it's like get this. We have a jab for you that's going to help you not be hospitalized, so on and so forth." Right? hospitalized. You won't be hospitalized, and it will limit severe reaction to it if you get the ether, right? But nobody questioned the fact. But wait a minute, what are you talking about? There are people who had gotten the ether, right? Never went to the hospital, stayed isolated from the rest of the family, and survived. Y'all got to remember, these doctors and scientists are still they're practicing. They don't know what they're doing. The only one who knows is God. But no one questioned the fact. Well, wait a minute. There's people who survived and never went to the hospital and had all the pre-existing conditions that would say that they would go on to the ancestral plane should they get the ether, and still is alive today. Before the jab came out, this would be considered misinformation. But y'all know they reported, oh, so and so had this, or you heard when a podcaster said, oh yeah, I had it and I just isolated. It was a horrible experience, but I'm still here. Never going to the hospital to get treated, and somehow they survived without getting the jab. But if I say something like that, not being a doctor, and I promise you, I bet money they're going to come out. There's going to be a doctor that says, well, we never really said that it would do it. Y'all just believed it would. And I just feel like people who did that, they got it and they wanted to get life back to its old way. It's never going to be the same anymore. Okay? There's still restaurants to this day that don't have inside seating. There's restaurants have adopted no cash now. They don't take cash anymore. None. This is implemented that. It's implementing the Fed now. That's changed forever. Before you know it, it'll be moot point for you to be on the corner begging for cash because nobody has it. It's rare that someone actually has cash dollars. Okay? It's rare to find someone with cash dollars. So life isn't to change. Just like after 9/11, there was no going back to normal. The kids that was born after 19, shoot, even at that time, so my son was born in 1996. 9/11 happened in 99, didn't it? Or 2000? 2001. That's when it happened. September 2001. Anyone born 4 or 5 years prior to that and never traveled, you weren't old enough to remember how it was to travel, fly, that is, all these checkpoints, none of that is there. And it hasn't stopped people bringing stuff on the plane. It's just, it provided a whole job in a homeland security whole department. It hired people. It gave people jobs. My sister worked for TSA. There was no TSA prior to that. You can come to the airport 20 minutes before your flight was about to leave, run through the airport, depending on how big the airport was, and still get to your gate and get on that plane. It was a sweet situation. People can meet you at the gate instead of having to wait at beyond TSA for you to make it up to TSA. They can meet you at the gate. They can walk you all the way to the gate. They can sit with you at the gate without a boarding pass. It was sweet. And OJ still has a bad name, but if you go back and see those old OJ Hertz commercials, he's getting there like 15 minutes before, and he's running through the airport, jumping over people's baggage and stuff like that. Come on, you couldn't have done. You can't do that now. Back then, you could. You could also smoke in inside. There's some good changes and bad changes, or not so helpful changes. Anyway, so it's never going to. After something major like this happens, it never goes back to the regular life. And I think a lot of people is holding on to that old life, but it's never going to be the same. Stop trying to make it go back to what it was. It never was. It's like Freaknik. Okay, you will never be able to recapture Freaknik. That was a once in a lifetime. Or Woodstock. You will never be able to relive that. You had to be there. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, and let's start using our brains, people. This is the way they're controlling you. You know, and I foresee literally in the future, near future, somebody's going to sue one of these social medias for blocking them or making them take down something because of misinformation. Like, get the fuck out of here. No, you can't do that. I have a right to say whatever I want to say. Okay? And you're going to let me do it on your platform, or you're violating my freedom of speech. But the rest of y'all, but the thing is, the majority of us, public, is ignorant. And a lot of us don't really want to know the truth. A lot of us don't want to know the truth. A lot of y'all are okay being in the matrix. And that's so fine. You can stay in the matrix if you want to. I'm not. And don't get mad at me for not wanting to stay in the matrix. Sorry. Okay? That's all I have for you. I'm about to go to sleep. Bye, y'all. Just take me a quick nap before I hit them streets. And I have a lot of other stuff to do. So thank y'all for watching this later. Um, that's it. Anymore. Oh, if you like it, this content, like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Like it here. Give me a heart. Can you give me a heart here on Instagram? You leave me a comment if you have something to say. I want to hear. I don't know. I don't even care if you cuss me out. Can I get some conversation? Can we get some conversation going? I don't want to have to turn into a Kevin Samuels or everybody that start off. They tried to be good and nice and stuff, but then I have to turn into a Tasha K or a Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels started off really good in supporting the black women, and then as soon as he started, I said, "Now let's talk about you black women is delusional," and that's when he got a name for him right before he passed. God rest his soul. Okay, I'm not. You know what? Let me stop saying it. Some of the stuff that Kevin was saying was right. And the fact that y'all got mad at him, okay, this is just a side note. Y'all got mad at him because women were coming to him. Like, really? But y'all have a right to your opinion. I mean, yeah, but I could think it's stupid. I could think your opinion is stupid. Hell, they were coming to him. He wasn't going seeking them out. Just, people want to know the real more than you know. Um, But again, give me heart if you like it. If you don't, cuss me out in the comments. Hell, I'll take it. I'll take it. DM me if you don't want anyone to know that you curse and you're a foul individual. DM me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your sister. Set me straight. Maybe I'm wrong. I am open to a conversation. Okay? And if next time I come on next Tuesday, be here. Look out for it being showing that I'm live. Look out for it to be live here If you subscribe and click the bell on YouTube, you'll know when I go live. Okay. Same with with you. If you join and follow me, you'll know when I go live. They'll show up at the top. Okay. Let me know. Okay. Talk to me. And if you want to come in and say something, you know, or at least on Instagram, okay, I'll at you, girl. I'll put you on camera. Let's talk. Let's talk. All right. That's it. I will see you all next week. Y'all have a wonderful Juneteenth holiday and happy Father's Day to all the wonderful, wonderful fathers. Thank you for being there. Love y'all. Bye.